The Level Retention System, or LR system, enables efficient machine balance maintenance for many years. It is most effective when installed within the first 6 months of use, but in this video, we install it in an 8-month-old machine. Machines that have developed deviations beyond a certain point, our existing press balance system is designed to handle zone patching. However, the press balance system requires a trained specialist for installation and a full replacement every 3 years. Our new, more user-friendly zone patching technology, the LR system, does not require a specialist for installation and is designed to maintain optimal machine balance for many years to come without a full replacement. Today, we are installing the LR system in this Type 106 machine, but the system is compatible with machines that handle larger paper sizes as well. Now, let's run a test cut to see how much deviation this machine has developed over its 8 months of use. As you can see, the center area has been completely cut through, while the edges are still intact. Based on these results, it appears that the machine has developed 30 to 60 micrometers of deviation. This amount of deviation is well within the range that the LR system can compensate for. Next, let's move on to installation. First, prepare your tools. We'll be using a grid cutting die, adhesive tape, and a box cutter. This grid cutting die is available for sale or rental. Installation consists of 4 main steps: replacing the cutting plate, running a half cut, peeling off the PBS film, and doing a test run. First, place the grid cutting die in the chase and insert it into the machine. The LR system comes with a set of 3 stainless steel plates. We will combine the steel plates to a specific thickness based on the machine. For this machine, the current cutting plate is 4 millimeters thick, so we'll be combining a 3 millimeter stainless steel plate, a 0.8 millimeter steel plate with PET film attached, and a 0.8 millimeter steel plate with PBS film attached to add up to the thickness of the existing cutting plate. Replace the machine's cutting plate with the set of LR system plates. Start with the 3 millimeter plate, then add the plate with the PET film onto it. Finally, the plate with the PBS film goes on top. Screw the 3 layers together and insert them into the machine. Next, run a half cut using paperboard. Make sure to start with the cutting pressure low enough that the paperboard comes out completely uncut. From there, gradually increase the cutting pressure and check the surface of the PBS film after each cut. Continue until there are cuts into about 20% of the surface of the film. Now, peel off the PBS film. Use a piece of adhesive tape to pull the fully cut squares off the surface of the film. After about 15 minutes of removing squares, it should become more difficult to find fully cut squares. Eventually, you should find that some squares are only partially cut around their edges. Use a box cutter to directly connect the cut edges, leaving the uncut portion intact. When you can no longer find any cut areas to remove with the adhesive tape, it's time to move on to the test run. The numbers written on the film here indicate how many layers of film were removed from each area. More layers were removed on the gripper side through to the center area. This matches the results of the initial test cut. As shown in this demonstration, there shouldn't be very many layers removed from the PBS film when it's first installed. At a glance, you may not even be able to clearly tell which areas have greater deviation. Every 6 months, you should perform maintenance. As time goes on, there will be more layers and areas to peel off. Within 3 years or so, the film should eventually take on the appearance of a contour map. Now that installation is complete, move on to the test run. Remove the set of stainless steel plates from the machine to rearrange them. Start with the plate with the PBS film on the bottom. Put the 3 millimeter steel plate on that, and then put the plate with the PET film on top. It is important to have the PET film on top in order to protect the blades during the test run. Run test cuts, starting with minimal cutting pressure. Gradually increase the pressure until the die has cut partway through the paperboard across its entire surface. As you do this, make sure to keep the cutting pressure low enough that the surface of the PET film is not cut or marked by the blades. Before the LR system was installed, the initial test cut resulted in the center area of the paperboard being completely cut through. The test cut from after installation shows that the LR system has fully compensated for this deviation. As you can see, there are no areas that have been cut through, and the blades came evenly into contact with the entire surface of the paperboard. Pull the squares apart by hand to check the cut. If each square takes the same amount of force to separate, that means the machine's pressure is evenly balanced. Before installing the LR system, the areas around the edges weren't cut as effectively, but now the blades have cut evenly into the entire surface of the paperboard. Installation of the LR system is now complete. Every 6 months, perform regular maintenance by simply going through this process again, starting from the first step. When the PBS film starts to run out of layers, simply add a new sheet of PBS film over top to help maintain ideal machine balance for many years to come.
不動側の後ろ側が多少キレが悪くなってきた、バランスがちょっと崩れてきたように感じます。以前に飯島さんの機械を使ってたんですけど、その時はプレバランス使ってたんですけども、今回新しい機械ということで社長さんから LR システムというのの提案を受けまして試してみようかなと思いました。駆動側の調整がバランス良くなりましたので、今後半年ごとにもう一回バランスを見ながら調整を自分でやっていきたいと思います。さんまさんの機械で新しいところがくわえとケツのバランスを機械で変えれるということなんですけども、それだけでは左右のバランスまでは取れないんで、今の LR システムを使って左右とか真ん中のバランスを取れれば最高なのかなと考えています。
The LR system uses the world's toughest resin for unparalleled durability. It consists of 10 layers of 20 micrometer film for precision balance adjustments down to 2/100th. Some 400 machines take advantage of this technology in Japan alone. We hope you'll be just as satisfied with it.